Most likely you've heard about the term voice leading, but why would you even consider applying it? Let's find out and let's get creative. Here I have a chord progression of G, E minor, C, A minor. Right now the chords move in parallel motion, and this means that all of the notes move in the same direction, up and down. And this creates a restless, unbalanced and bumpy effect. Many times you want your accompaniment a bit more to the background and not to unnecessarily grab the attention. So how do we do this? You need to see each note as a separate voice being played or sung by a different person or instrument. So this means that the top voice is one person, the middle voice is sung by one person, and so on. I've isolated each voice into a separate melody line. And now it becomes very clear that the melody in each of the voices is not particularly smooth. To improve this, I'm going to use common tone voice leading. Per chord, I'm going to search which notes they have in common and keep them in the same voice. And also for the other notes, I'm going to make sure that they travel the shortest distance possible. Now when I isolate each voice into a separate melody line, we can definitely see the difference. But what do we do when the chords have no notes in common, like here? What we want to achieve with good voice leading is that the chord shape is not repeated over and over again. So in other words, that it doesn't stay the same the whole time. Because now when we look at the chord progression, we see that each chord is in the octave position, which means that the root note is in the top voice. We can change this by moving the bass and the upper voices of the chord in contrary motion. So when we apply contrary motion to our chord progression, we now see that the first chord starts in octave position, then it goes to the third, then it goes to the fifth, and then it goes back to the octave position again. And the great thing is when you apply this contrary motion technique, you can also avoid parallel fifths and octaves. In older music, these parallel intervals were forbidden because of their hollow sound and due to the fact that they obscure the independence of the voice leading. So for all the guitarists watching out there, power chords are the arch nemesis of smooth voice leading. When applying voice leading to the bass, you're actually going to invert the chord and work with inversions. This is something you can check out here in one of my previous videos. Here are some quick tips to why you might want to work on your voice leading while composing or for your playing. Number 1. It makes your chord progression and accompaniment fit better in the entire arrangement. Number 2. It challenges you to think about each chord. And actually you might end up with some very surprising results because of this. Number 3. It can also improve your main melody when you're aware of which notes you can sustain over the course of multiple chord changes. Number 4. It benefits the independence of each voice and it enables stable inner melodies. Thinking about voice leading will definitely improve your music, and even if you end up ignoring it on purpose, at least this was a conscious decision. I hope you enjoyed this introduction to voice leading and that it was concise and clear enough for you. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and for now, see you next time.